Aley, how are you feeling?
Lindsay, I'm feeling pretty silly right now, actually.
Silly?
I'm feeling silly. How
Perhaps
are you feeling? Goofy. Actually, yeah, you're totally right.
Welcome to the Goofin Around podcast.
If you like listening to two longtime friends talk about silly stories from their past
And present.
then this is the podcast for you.
We are your hosts, Lindsay
And Aley.
Welcome
to
Goofin'
Goofin' Around. So,
So I think what we're going to plan on doing, especially considering this is our first episode
Yippee.
ever, it's kind of just going to be a little bit of a flash round. Like, me and Aley just tell one of our stories that we can come up with, just for fun. So what we're going to do is kind of just each share a story and...
that has happened to us in the past or present.
Or present.
So you're going to go
first? You want me to go first?
You want to go first?
Let's do it.
All right, okay. Lindsay's going first.
Okay. So, I guess I'll just stick with that story. So, one time, I would probably have to say I was probably about 3 or 5. Between the ages of 3 and 5. I didn't know where music came from, okay? Give me a break. I was 3.
You're like, music, question mark?
Music? Where does that come from? And I took a pair of these Dollar General, it was literally these pink Dollar General earbuds. It was something different. So it probably didn't help the reaction that happened. And I decided it would be a good idea to stick them in a wall outlet. An electrical wall outlet.
Did you ever watch those videos on PBS Kids where they say, don't stick forks or metal into a wall?
Yeah.
Outlet? Well, you just said that.
And funny thing is, I was literally a PBS Kids kid.
See, that's so funny.
Straight up.
You only cared about Arthur.
Hey, Arthur and Cubo. The entirety of Cubo was my stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So,
I can just imagine,
anyways.
I can just imagine you just sticking this in a wall and be like, oh. Is this music? Is this what music is?
So, I decided, after sticking it in a wall outlet, it started, sizzling. It was like...
Well, yeah, what did you think was gonna happen? It's an electrical wall outlet, Lindsay.
And I looked at my dad and I was like, Dad, I don't like this music.
This music is actual trash.
I don't like this music. And he came up, he was like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Worried dad moment.
He ripped it out of the wall. It was crazy.
So my question is did it buzz in your ear? Was it vibrating in your ear, or was it sitting
it was just a lot a static.
Do you think this is why sometimes you don't make the smartest decisions?
Yeah.
Do you think it affect your brain cells?
My decisions, fine. I just have very bad auditory processing issues.
Yeah. Well,
so that might be a part of it.
I like that story. That's a funny story. You could have actually died. That's the worst part.
Nuh-uh.
No. Okay. All right. So my story happened to me when I was probably 10 or 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And this has my brother in it. So my old house, my backyard, my papa built the zip line. And it had a platform up to the zip line. It was in this old tree. He built this ladder, this wooden ladder. It was all wooden up to this. It was probably 6 feet tall. It was a very tall tree. Or probably 8 feet tall. It was tall because it was a zip line. And so I'm sitting up there one day outside before dinner, and my brother comes outside and he's like, before.
Sorry, my chair sticks hard.
So let me get some backstory. My brother used to play basketball, and he had all these cool medals, and I loved the medals. For some reason, my ADHD was medals. Shiny medals. And I always wanted one. I always wanted my own medal. And so my brother comes outside. He sees that I'm just sitting up there, because I used to read and sit up there and use my imagination and stuff, because I was a kid. And so he comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, Aley, I'll give you one of my basketball medals if you jump off of it." And my brain was like, metal. Shiny medals. And then I looked down and I'm like, do I have to stand up and jump? And he goes, "No, just jump." And I was like, okay. And then I'm sitting up here reconsidering my decision for about maybe it'd be about 20 minutes. I was sitting up there just thinking about my life and should I do this for a medal? And sure enough, I was like, yep, So I prepare myself, I jump off of it, and I go, BAM! And I'm sobbing. My brother's laughing. He runs inside because my mom called us for dinner. I'm limping to the house.
Oh my god!
I didn't break anything. Luckily,
he just left you in the.
He
dust.
left me. He's dying laughing because this was part of his plan to just
that fits him.
And so I fell from this like 8th thing. Little me landed right on my freaking leg. Because, because I didn't know how to, like, land properly. I'm not parkour, parkour! Like, that wasn't me. I was 10. I was freaking 10. My parkour was literally jumping out of the car. Like, that was me. So, I go inside. We're eating dinner. I'm crying. Mom's like, what's wrong? And I'm telling her I jumped off the thing. And she looks at my brother. Because I told her, like, my brother made me jump. Like, Riley made me jump. And so, she goes, Riley, your sister could have broken her leg. And I'm sitting there. I'm bawling my eyes out. And then the day later, I'm waiting for my medal. It's been like 3 days now. I'm still waiting for a medal. And I go up to his room, I'm like, can I have my medal now? And he goes, what? I didn't tell you could have a medal. I said, don't try to guess. I was like, he's gaslighting me.
The scream.
I literally was so mad at him. And I still to this day don't have his medals. None of it. I don't have a single medal from him.
That is upsetting.
So I could have broken my leg, and it's all because of him. So don't peer pressure yourself into jumping off an 8-foot platform just for a basketball medal that's made of plastic, probably.
For something shiny, because you're on a neurospicy spectrum.
For real. Neurospicy spectrum.
Neurospicy spectrum. So, that was our episode for today.
It's pretty goofy.
I know, pretty goofy. Goofing around.
Goofing around. We were just goofing around. Right. I have to burp, kind of. But
good job.
Yeah.
All right, that was our podcast today.
That was our podcast.
Goofing Around. Welcome to Goofin' Around. We are definitely gonna have a lot more stories to go along with this. We have a lot of stories. We have
together we probably have a lot of stories. We have stories with us together. We have stories of us just individual, and we have. God. And if you like this and you want to share a story with us,
we plan on making an Instagram page.
So DM us with your stories, and we'll read them out loud, and we'll laugh at them if they're funny. If they're not funny,
well, it's okay. We'll find something.
We'll find something.
We'll find something.
But yeah, thank you for listening, and we hope you liked Goofin' Around.